Hello, I wanted to do this little video and you'll hear a lot of the very loud tape noise on the way, because this is the glamorous day-to-day life of a movie podcaster, of a movie blogger, of someone who spends the rest of their time watching a lot of movies, buying a lot of movies, having unsolicited opinions on a lot of movies. It is not actually 24/7 movies and lazy times enjoying what I enjoy most. It's working day-to-day basis, 9 to 5, on something that gives me the money to spend on what I enjoy most. I work to live, don't live to work. So I thought I would do this little video from here. There isn't too much to chat about this week. I have some posts due, but on the podcast itself, I mentioned the found footage phenomenon that is on Shudder. And again, I'd like to reiterate my warning against that. I think it was a poorly collated selection of titles to be discussed, looking at the found footage style and what it has done for cinema, what variety of films are out there. It spends a lot of time on the Blair Witch Project, quite rightly. It spends a decent amount of time on Cannibal Holocaust, of course. It looks at Paranormal Activity and found footage 3D. Host is there mentioned, but as I said while discussing the thing with Dave and Tyler, I think it misses out on a hell of a lot from the sort of hidden gems that have come up over the years. And I personally view the Hill House LLC trilogy as one of those. I'm a big fan. To the many films that have just piggybacked off the back of the bigger titles. I mean, the amount of Blair Witch Project riffs and spoofs alone could have made a whole separate chapter. Same goes for Paranormal Activity. You have Paranormal Entity. You have one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. I think it was The Amityville Haunting, which is done in the found footage style. And that's just the horror side of things, which would be the focus, you would think anyway, with the documentary itself and it being on Shudder. But then you have the wide variety of genres that it covers. End of Watch is included for one snippet there. I can't recall if they show Chronicle. I can't even recall if they showed films like Where or Devil's Due. They might be there, but they were quite fleeting. Maybe for good reason. So a lot of people have enjoyed the found footage phenomenon, and that's great. It's certainly not as bad as the In Search of Darkness documentaries, but I just think it was a really, really missed opportunity. And there are one or two books out there, or there's another one coming out soon from House of Leaves Publishing, but I also have the book from Alexandra Heller Nicholas, I think is how you pronounce her name. So they're worth digging into. There are so many found footage movies to seek out and enjoy if you do enjoy them, including the Blackwell Ghost movies, which I think had about 5 of them. They get good, bit better, bit worse, bad is kind of the arc, but still worth checking out. And I've not seen, I think there's a few films kicking about called Bad Ben. I think those are films that certainly have a small fan base, so check those out. But let us know if you really reacted positively to the documentary, the found footage phenomenon, and if you think I'm way off base. Let us know if you have any recommendations for found footage movies. I mentioned on the podcast, I can't recall the one that Craig really enjoyed. That was a British film with a family unit and the dad eventually getting a bit worse and worse with his behaviour. He really likes that I didn't so much. And I think the next one I'm looking forward to is Dashcam. I believe it's Dashcam from Rob Savage, who directed Host. If I have all of those words wrong or in the wrong order, then I am just glad if you figure out what I have been talking about. So that's it. I'm going to get back to the work that helps me pay for my movie habit and my day-to-day life. I just wanted to give a little peek behind the curtain because, you know, the Instagram, what we do on the podcast, what we normally do on the YouTube videos, it's all about just having this happy movie-centric image, which is where we want to keep the conversation and the vibe we want to go for. But I don't like it when people are misrepresenting themselves or their lives, while other people may take that seriously and have this sense of competition or missing out, or just thinking we're always, you know, all online showing off what we have and where we're at in life. Remember, it's just a little window. Everyone is offering just a little window, so they choose what window that you get to see into. And this is a different window for today. It's just as good. I usually have my tunes on, I work away, and you know, once or twice a month I'll place pre-orders for the movies that I want to take a chance on, and sometimes those movies will end up discussed on the podcast that we enjoy doing once a week. So enjoy your weekend, and hopefully you enjoy day-to-day work enough to get money, to get by, to get the things that you enjoy as well. Bye.